Welcome back to From A to B by me, Alex Beck, a podcast talking about dating, music. I'm a musician, indie singer-songwriter, and I love to yap, so I started a podcast, and here we are on episode 3. Today's topic is we're talking about the nice girl, being the nice girl in a relationship, early stages of dating, and the nice girl trap, basically. I just wanted to touch on that because I went on a first date last week, and I want to tell you a little bit about it, and then we'll get into questions and all that. But I really feel like in my life I have been labeled as the nice girl. I mean, deep down, like, I'm an artist. I'm a sensitive kind of woman. I am. I'm in touch with my feelings. I really feel empathy for people that I care about. Like, I never want to hurt someone's feelings. That's just like the kind of person I am. That's my nature. Would I be labeled a nice girl? I would say yes. Do I think that kind of has a negative connotation to it sometimes? Absolutely. But I feel like with time and learning who I am as a person, being 27 years old now, I would say that, am I still nice? Yes. Would I label myself the nice girl? I think we've shifted a bit of ways away from that version of who I was. I mean, to this day, I still do have people pleasing tendencies. I don't know. I feel like I'm the kind of friend that like, you tell me all your problems. I'm here for you. Like, I care about my friends so much. Like, I love them. I'm always there for them. If they need anything, like, they can call me. I'm also the advice friend. I feel like my friends come to me when they have a problem, and I most definitely give them the advice that sometimes they don't want to hear. Like, I have grown to be honest, like, really honest with the people I care about, because I want the best for them. Like, I have love in my heart for the people that I care about. So I want to give them advice that will better their life and, like, show them, like, this is really the situation and I love you, but, like, this is what you need to do. Carrying the nice girl into dating, I would say in the past, I would let men take the reins of situations, and I would kind of sit back because I hadn't been in those situations before, so I kind of let the man do his thing. And, like, would they treat me poorly? Absolutely, because I would let it slide and I wouldn't speak up. I would be the nice girl. You know what I mean? And with time and learning and going through those situations with men, I am most definitely now sitting in a chair and can confidently tell you that if a man says something to me that is not right, is not the vibe I don't align with, I will speak up. I am no longer this nice girl energy. Like, I will tell a man, like, that is not true. That is not who I am, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the situation may be, I have no problem telling him what is up. Because at the end of the day, if I am on a date with someone, and I mean, in the back of my mind, I'm like, this could lead to something, and I would like a relationship with the person I end up with to be honest, and I should be able to say what I'm thinking. Like, on the first date, I should be able to say what's on my mind. So that's how I've been going into them. You know what I mean? And yeah, I just feel like any relationship needs to start with honesty, and it's all built on trust. And if you don't start with that, you're never going to get where you need to go. So yeah, I want to talk about the first date that I went on last week because it was quite a time. I'm going to give you the whole story because that's what we're here for. I feel like when I watch things, I'm like, I want all the tea. So I'm going to give you all the tea. So we're really going to go from, like, A to B. You know what I mean? Okay. So we meet on Hinge. I like his pictures. He's cute. He's tall. He's 6'3". But one thing that I noticed was, you know how you can, like, log information on a dating app? He didn't say where he was from. He he didn't say like if he believes in monogamy or not. He didn't say what he was looking for. He didn't say if he drinks, does drugs, you know what I mean? Like all he put was his age, his height, where he went to college, and where he works. And where he works, he put music business management. And me being an artist, I was like, oh, he's a manager. That's where my brain went. Could have been wrong. We'll get that. We'll get there. But I was like, oh my God, we're going to have so much in common because I'm in music. I'm an artist. Like managers work with artists all the time. Like that's who they represent. So I was like, he's going to understand me. He's going to get my vibe. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, this is the vibes that we're seeing on Hinge. All right, we start chatting back and forth. On my profile, I put like, I bet you can't sing me a song, to be a little cheeky, you know? Like I like to have fun with my dating app profile. So I don't know if that classifies as having fun, but I would say that, you know, it has a little spice to it. It's like, I'm challenging you. Sing me a song, you know? So he like said something along the lines of like, I want to sing you We Are Who We Are by Kesha because that's my karaoke song. And I was like, I kind of eat that up. Okay, go for it. I was like, it's your time to shine or something. I said something like that. And he was like, I'll do it when we go out or something, like when we go on our date. And I was like, oh, forward. I like that. No messing around. No like keyboard warriors, or I'm not looking for a pen pal. You know what I mean, girls? You know what I mean? So sets up the date, gives me the day, the time. I was like, I'm free this night. He's like, okay, here, we're going here. And then he gives me his number. And I'm like, all right, attractive, straight and to the point. And then we like barely text back and forth, which I like. It's like, let's save the talking for the date. I like that vibe. I'm like, we don't need to be texting like for 5 days straight. It's like, let's set up the date because that's why we're on Hinge, right? We're there to meet people. We're not there to get a pen pal. Let's be honest. So I am in my car. I drove to the date, which I don't usually do. I usually like Uber or Waymo. Shout out to Waymo. Love Waymos. And he texts me, sorry, I'm going to run like 10 minutes late. And I was like, okay, no big deal. Whatever. All good. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, this is your first impression. Should it really matter that much? 10 minutes? No, it's not that big of a deal. I was fine. So I show up a little bit earlier. I'm waiting at the hostess stand at this bar. And he walks up, took an Uber, which I'm like, usually guys I go out with drive themselves to the date. But I was like, all right, it's a little different. Whatever. Maybe he plans on drinking a lot or something. That's what went through my brain when he came out of the back seat of an Uber. I was like, all right. We hug. We do the awkward side hug. You know how it goes. I was like, didn't get a good look at his face, but we got a good hug. An awkward hug. What am I saying? He was tall. That was the first thing I noticed. I was like, tall, check. All right. We sit down. He looks at me. I look at him, and I realize his pictures do not match his current state, which I know shouldn't matter, but I'm like, use current photos on a dating app. Do not use pictures of you from 5 years ago. You look a bit different. I would like to see the current version because that's what I did on my profile. Like all my pictures except for one, all right, except for one is very current. Like you could go on my Instagram grid and they're all there because I want to show like this is the current situation. So I was already like, all right, whatever, let's start talking. The first thing that comes out of this man's mouth is, I went on a hot girl walk today. And in my head I was like, oh no, I don't think a straight man would say that. And then we start talking and he tells me about the tea that's going on in his job. And the more I keep talking to him, the more I'm realizing, oh my God, you're giving GBF. You are not giving BF. So I was like, oh geez, like this isn't going the way I planned. So yeah. And then it proceeds to me talking about what I do. I'm in music. I go to the studio all the time. I'm posting all the time, working hard, doing the podcast, doing vlogs. I mean, I don't go into that. I don't go that deep into it because it's the first date. I'm going to leave a little bit of mystery. You know what I mean? So we're on this date and I'm like touching a bit on what I'm working on. I'm talking about the mood boards I'm making and the vibes and the songs that I'm currently really excited about. And then he goes, sing for me. And I'm like, sorry, what? He goes, sing for me. And I'm like, no. I just thought he was going to say that once, right? No, he proceeds to say that 4 times in total. And by the third time, I was like, you like gotta stop this bit, basically. I was like, I'm not singing for you. This is not the time and place. And he was like really pushing, like being aggressive. And I should have gotten up from that moment. I should have been like, it's nice meeting you, but like this isn't gonna work out. Because he made me feel so uncomfortable on this date, like the pressure. And I was like, I'm not singing for you in the middle of this bar where there's another first date happening a table away from us. There were probably like 5 other first dates. I kid you not. Like, I swear to God, the room was just filled with them. And I was just like, huh? Like, I'm not singing for you, sir. I do not know you. You can go on Spotify, which I'll link in my bio. You can go on Spotify and listen to my song on your way home in the Uber. I'm like, and then he proceeds to go, you're afraid. You're scared. But like saying it with a straight face, like not saying it in like a flirty, cheeky way, like saying it like you're scared, like a sassy man. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm just not going to sing for you right now. Like, we're on a date. Like, I don't need to sing for you. And it was just, and then I hit him with the, have you ever been on a date with a musician? And he goes, no. And I go, I can tell. And I was like, I kind of ate with that. Because like, what are you talking about? Like, there's a time and place for me to perform for you. Come to a show, okay? Listen to me on Spotify. I'm not singing to you on the first time I'm meeting you. And then he like asked me these questions that were like just so choppy. And I was just like, there's no vibe here. Conversation has no flow. Like, this needs to be over. So after an hour and 30 minutes, I was like, went to the bathroom, came back. I was like, I'm tired. Let's cut it. And he got the vibes. Thank God. Because I was like, this is really awkward and weird and you're making me feel uncomfortable. But now looking back, let's circle back to the nice girl, people pleaser. I wish that the moment like 30, 40 minutes in is kind of when this went down. If I had to gauge of like timestamps, when he made me feel uncomfortable, I should have ended the date right then and there. I should have. After the 3rd time, I should have been like, you know what? I don't like what's happening here. You're making me feel really uncomfortable. This is not how I should feel on a first date. And I should have called it. But I went back. I reverted back to my nice girl energy when I should have not. I really shouldn't have. I should have been like straight up told him like, it was really nice meeting you, but I have to go. Like, you're not making me feel very good right now. And I think it's best if I go. And I think that would have been the best way, because I just sat there in agony for, I kid you not, like an hour extra when I could have been on my willy-nilly way, happy as a clam, being like, all right, on to the next. But I just sat there across from him in pain in this conversation I didn't want to be having, where it felt like pulling teeth. I was like, why am I here? So ladies, or whoever's watching, if you're on a date and you're not enjoying it, just like cut it. Just end it. Like, you don't need to put yourself in that situation any longer if you're not feeling it. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, why waste your time? Like, if you know this person you are never gonna meet again, like, what's the point in you just sitting across from them and like hoping it gets better? Because that's what I was thinking in my brain. Like, he took me to my breaking point of like feeling really uncomfortable on a date, and I should have known my boundaries, which I know my boundaries. Like, I've done a lot of work on myself, and I should have been like, this is it. But I wanted to give him another chance because I am a kind person, and I wanted him to redeem himself and like maybe just like shift the conversation to like a better place and like show me a better side to him. But that side didn't exist, and I was hoping it would come out, but it never came out, which, you see what I did there? I'm not gonna go there. But yeah, so that was my first date last week, and you know, wish him the best on his journey, but like, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. You know what? It was an experience. I learned something about myself in regards to dating, for sure. I had to go through it. I'm glad that I did. I'm on the other side now. I can see the lesson there, because first dates are very much like, they teach you a lot about yourself. And let me tell you, boys and girls, I have been on plenty. All right? Especially in the town of Los Angeles, it is something special. Like the kinds of people you meet, it is all kinds. All right. Let's get into obsession of the week, because I want to talk about it. My obsession of the week is writing songs. Like, oh my God, how surprising from a musician or an artist. But like, I wrote such a great song a couple days ago, like just me, electric guitar, like voice memoed it. And I've been listening to it in the car nonstop. And I have like a session to make that song. Like, I already know the person I'm making it with. I'm like, I'm going to be the only writer on the song. I'm obsessed. I've always wanted to do that. I feel like, I mean, I love my songwriters out there, but like I've always wanted to put out a song where it's just me as a writer. And this is the song, you guys. And it's a fun one. Like, it's going to be a vibe. Like, I already hear the vibes up here, you know? So that's my obsession of the week, writing songs. Because I took a moment in time where I took a step back from writing songs and I just wanted to experience life again. Because I'd spent like the past 4 or 5 months in the studio working with so many people, and I was like, I need to take a break, because the last couple sessions I had before I took the break, I was like, I don't know what to write about. I need to go experience life in order to write. Like, that's what songs are about, right? They're about life experiences and things you go through and things you're feeling and this and that. So I was like, it's time to go back to the drawing board, you know? And go out there, get out there and experience life. So that's exactly what I've been doing. And now the inspiration's coming back and I'm getting back into the studio. I'm about to make a new batch of songs and I'm so psyched. All right, let's do some rapid fire. Today was kind of fun to like switch it up, do a little story time about boundaries and being the nice girl, you know? Let's get into the rapid fire questions, shall we? Why do some men seem to chase girls who treat them badly? Because men are hunters, okay, ladies? They want to hunt. Do not be so available and so easy to hunt. Give a little back and forth, give a little game. Like, I know how I'm wired. It's like I always want the guys that are a bit out of reach, you know? I tend to like them more. So, ladies, be a little hard to get. Next one. Why do nice girls sometimes get taken for granted? Because they're too nice. Be mean. Okay, don't be mean, but like have fun. Last question. Do men confuse kindness with desperation? I don't say it would be like directly correlated, but I would say in a way, when you're too nice and too available in the beginning of dating, they don't want you. Be like down for the game and down for the chase and have your own life and be hot and be cute. Go out with your friends, go dancing, go do a workout class, like have your own life. Seriously, like that is when men want you. You're chasing your own goals. You're busy. You're booked. Like, I could see you next Tuesday, I think, when I'm free. You know, like give them a specific day. Don't be like, I'm free the whole week. You gotta look like you've got stuff going on that you're working on and you're hot. You know, like you know what you bring to the table, what you offer. Like you know how incredible you are. So embody that energy. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you next week from A to B. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I love you so much. Thank you for watching, and if you want to drop in the comments a topic that you'd love for me to touch on, let me know, because I am so down to like hear what you guys want. Okay. I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye.